So last week, fellas, we were blessed by the hockey gods with one of the nicest moves by one of the best NHL players, period.
And McDavid against Morgan Riley. McDavid, what a move! What a play! What a goal!
So anything Connor can do, Sid can do better. Maybe not so much. That might be putting it a little heavy. But if we factor in the fact Sidney Crosby was out with injury since November 9th, had surgery, and then did this in his return, I don't know.
With Aston Reese, not McCann. Crosby back of the cage to himself, looking, centering pass across, score! Dominic Simon and a brilliant feed from Sidney Crosby.
Hey Sid, so nice to have you rejoin us here.
Like, here's the thing. Dominic Simon was like, oh crap, like this is Sidney Crosby. It's like, I've been playing with a bunch of non-Sidney Crosby-esque players until this day, and like, this guy is significantly better than almost everybody in the entire league. Like, imagine you miss 2.5 months of work and you come back and you're just fine. Like, you're fine. Yeah, it's like you never left at all.
Right.
None of us would do that. In fact, Donovan next week is going to come here and mess up 18 times. His earpiece will fall out and he'll have to stop because he's coughing. No, Sid just comes back to work 4 points, including that beauty of a pass.
I know.
Unreal.
I haven't been here at This Week in 30 for quite some time. It's taken me a minute to slot back in.
Yeah, we know, man. We know. We know.
But I'm saying 2.5 months, as you mentioned, it's almost like he's been waiting to do this since November. Out for 28 games, and this is the return he has, part of a 4-point night. So it's not like this was a one-off, and it never is for Sidney Crosby. But I love to see it, and I love to see the Penguins winning in his return, because it's one thing for him to come back and do well. It's another for the team to do well, and you know it's given them an extra boost as if they needed it because they were playing well.
Look, everyone was focused on the self-pass behind the net. Awesome, not undermining that at all. But the pass after that, to get to Simon, to score that goal, that's what I gravitated towards first. I'm like, how do you even think of making that pass? And our good friend, Justin Bourne, again, Connor McDavid's goal was so nice last week that we just started a brand new segment called The Breakdown, where he observed it from every angle, and RIP to Morgan Riley. That's okay. I guess literally now, too, because my guy's out of the lineup, but that's a different topic for a completely different day. Bourne is back with another breakdown, breaking this one down. A bit of a disappointment, though, when he showed me the puck that Crosby intended to pass to Simon actually hit the defender's
that?
No,
weren't.
I wasn't upset, but I was like, takes away a tiny bit from you. But again, you still have to be Sidney Crosby to think like that, and that's what made it so special. And by the way, you can see the breakdown, youtube.com/Sportsnet. It is incredible. The graphics, the little comments by Justin Bourne, the little things he sees. He's so smart, and it makes you appreciating this goal a whole lot more, you know?
E.T., it's been a minute since you've been here, so just in case, Faze, can you please remind him what our motto is here on This Week in 30?
This Week in 30, we thrive in petty.
It's beautiful, right? You can see it in lights. And do we ever have a beautiful example, a delicious, tasty treat to add this week with our favorite pest, Brad Marchand.
Brad Marchand must score to keep the game going. Marchand overskates the puck. He touched it, though, with his stick. The officials get together.
He moved it forward.
If he touched the puck with his stick, that's going to count.
He did move it forward.
It's over. Marchand flubs it. And the Flyers win in the shootout. 6-5 is your final.
Just keep it on loop forever.
You could replay it.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Not for that guy. Not for a lot of people, and I think that's why everybody got their kicks. It's like, if there is anybody to have this happen to, it's Brad Marchand, and it's in a shootout.
It's poetic.
And it's like that. And I know he had some clapbacks, and he got into it on social media, but everything
that's what you do when you're sad. You get
everything he took
to Twitter fingers,
he deserved. And the only response was to go to social media, which of course he did.
He did. And I will say, like, I don't know if I noticed this later, but the fact that the guy that did tweet at him being like how ridiculous that is, his Twitter name was like peasant, so he came back at it with "you peasant," and I had originally thought, like, it's a nice little dig. I like the word peasant.
I know, it wasn't pretty good retort. Like, you dream about me, bro.
Right.
You pretend you're me in your driveway,
in the backyard,
like,
in the driveway.
It is a pretty gangster retort. It'd be more gangster if you didn't miss the puck going in for a shootout attempt to try to tie the game for your team, bro.
And
so that's it.
And don't show me. It's like, what have you done for me lately? I don't want to see a picture of you holding the Stanley Cup.
10 years ago, bro. Don't care.
That happened a long time ago.
The internet forgets, man. Gritty got got him too, right? On Twitter
Did
with that
get him.
just missed it by a lick.
By
or
a
whatever.
lick.
Yeah, because Brad Marchand licked people, right?
Right.
Like, yeah.
We get it.
Yeah.
Gritty's on top of his
Yeah.
social game.
Can we just all laugh again?
Brad. I said this on Healthy Scratch. I don't think circling calendars is really a thing, but like highlight your iPhone date of January 29th and February 1st because the Battle of Alberta full-on war reignited. This is serious business between Zach Kassian and Matthew Tkachuk, and I'm interested to see what you guys thought of this whole thing because there's many people in the party of defending Kassian. There's many people who are saying Tkachuk did the right thing. He's better served on the ice than in the penalty box. It was a scene, and Kassian suspended 2 games, but coming back for their their next meeting on that January 29th date.
Right. And back-to-back games as well.
Home and home.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Let's start with this.
Tell me.
Cassian's language post-game, not here for that, by the way. Like, we don't need to use terms like he's used to describe players in this day of age. Like, we're better than that. So I just want to get that out of the way in itself because I thought that was bad. I also thought what he did on the ice was pretty bad as well. Like, I get you're mad, but like that is very dangerous. There are a lot of people suggesting, no, he shouldn't be suspended. They settled it on the ice. He did what he had to do. My guy almost knocked it, like, Tkachuk's head almost hit the ice several times. Yeah. He had no helmet on, being sucker punched from behind. I get he went in hard on Kassian. By the letter of the law in the NHL, his hits were legal. The NHL deemed that way as well by not suspending him or putting any more discipline on him for his hits on Kassian. But, man, Zach deserved to be suspended, in my opinion. And I don't even think 2 games was enough. It's great because he's back for these games. And as a viewer of sports that enjoys it, we get to see it. But I'm worried that something deep is going to happen now because it didn't seem like he cared or had much remorse for any of his actions.
No, and if anything, the most recent time he spoke, he said he would do it all over again.
Right.
If you play with fire, eventually you're going to get burned. And he messed with the wrong guy. And I don't think he realizes that we're in the same division and have a great memory.
Also, Calgary fans, I know you started a GoFundMe to put billboards up
Yeah.
in Edmonton because you want Tkachuk's face everywhere so Kassian can see. I bet that guy's face is embedded in Kassian's head right now that you don't need to put up a single billboard for him to see because he's got that face on lock right now.